Hello once again. Thanks for stopping by on my channel. Minimum issue has been cause for concern for a very long time. Some people say it shouldn't be minimum wage. Some say it should be called living wage. And come to think of it, things are hard, things are difficult right now. And the economy, inflation is not helping matters. And that's why on Wednesday, Ontario increased their minimum wage by 40 cents to 17.60. Many people are somehow skeptical about all this, that believing that that money is nothing compared to what's going on right now. And that's a fact. Things are hard, things are difficult, and at times this minimum wage is nothing. Some are even 16 in some other provinces, but in Ontario, 17. And taking a look at that, things are expensive. I might not be okay. And the living wage network is saying that the actual living wage is somewhere around $20 plus. Let's take a listen to the news and we'll discuss that on the other side of the story.
Minimum wage is increasing in some provinces today, including here in Ontario. CTV's Corey Nordstrom has reaction to the bump up in this report from Sault Ste. Marie.
Starting today, minimum wage workers in Ontario will see their pay rates go from $17.20 per hour to $17.60. Ontario is one of 5 provinces making the change to start October. The increase is tied to the Consumer Price Index, something that officials with the Ontario Living Wage Network say doesn't adequately consider the factors that have Ontarians needing higher wages.
It looks at consumables that a household would have to face. We, on the other hand, with our living wage, we look at big items like shelter costs, the rental of an apartment, food and transportation and childcare.
Pickthorn says Ontario workers, focusing on those in the north, are still a long ways off from being paid what the network deems is fair.
We calculate the living wage to be $20.30. That means you're on average at $115 a week short of being able to make ends meet.
The longing for higher wages is something young people in the Sioux are familiar with.
I feel like 40 cents is not that much of a difference. And like minimum wage working, like as a student too, like I gotta buy food, I gotta buy transportation stuff. 40 cents is really nothing.
They should definitely up it maybe a little more than that. It might benefit people, it might make it easier on people, and maybe wouldn't be so much addicts. It's stressful.
The Sioux's Downtown Association doesn't include many minimum wage employers, but those offering competitive wages say it will impact them too.
A little bit of disgruntled attitude towards it because, 40 cents, maybe not a lot, but if you have a, large staff complement that can bite a little bit, plus you have to think about having competitive wages. So if you were already paying staff over minimum wage, you're going to have to increase your wages as well.
Pickthorn says the network has seen a slowdown in Northern Ontario businesses pledging that they will pay the living wage.
So just like I said, this is a very sensitive topic. This is a very difficult topic. If you feel this is not enough, and let's also consider the employers too, because if you have been paying somebody maybe 18 or 19 and now the minimum wage is suddenly has increased by 40 cents, then that should be bumped up also. But everything revolves around the government should something to do to the economy, because once the economy is strong, things are way cheaper than it is right now, and inflation is curtailed. This money, this minimum wage, will have a positive impact. It won't be like, oh, this is not enough, because to be sincere, right now it's not enough. But there are 2 ways to it. We still have to look at the employers too, because for them also things are hard, things are difficult. paying that minimum wage or having to increase their minimum wage is going to be hard for them. The economy is already bad, and now you are increasing it, and you're not even making life good for them. It's all the same. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope the government does what is right to make things far, far more easier and try as much as possible to assist the small business. Because once these small businesses are encouraged and helped, it goes a long way. And it's a difficult topic, but what can we do? The buck stops at the feet of the government. It's their job to make things easier, and it's good. If you love our video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment your opinion on this issue of minimum wage, living wage. What do you think should be the ideal minimum wage, or should it be called a living wage? What's your opinion? And what's your own minimum wage in area where you live right now? Thanks for sharing your opinion. See you on the next one.